I grew up in Miami Beach, back when our TV options came in 4 flavors: Channel 4, 7, 10, and PBS. That was it. If you wanted variety, you walked across the room and changed the channel yourself. No remotes, no streaming, no endless grids of thumbnails promising everything and delivering nothing. Now, we've got at least 500 channels, and as Bruce Springsteen put it, and nothing on. More isn't always better. Sometimes it's just more. But first, a story. I was reminded of this conundrum when I was reading William Green's Richer, Wiser, Happier. Green traces how our obsession with complexity has crept into everything from investing to wellness to our spiritual lives, and how the real breakthroughs come when you push through the clutter and land on simplicity. Not the kind that's naive or lazy, the kind that lives on the far side of understanding. Take religion. The Old Testament originally offered up 613 commandments. You'd need an enormous papyrus, or at least a legal pad, and divine stamina to keep track. But probably sensing that problem, Moses trimmed that list to the top 10. Better, but still a challenge. How about Hillel? Asked to summarize the Torah while standing on one leg, he answered, "What is hateful to you, do not do to your neighbor." The rest is just commentary. Jesus followed the same pattern. When asked what was his most important, he answered, "Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy strength and with all thy mind, and thy neighbor as thyself." That's it. I read that in Green's book too, right alongside the teachings of the Buddha, who put it like this: refrain from what is unwholesome, do good, purify the mind. 3 spiritual traditions, 1 clear message: less noise, more signal. You see, the people who really understand things don't bury their ideas in complexity. They refine them. They simplify them. Not because they're dumbing anything down, but because what they know is what matters. Dean Ornish did it with health. After decades of medical research, he condensed his advice to 8 syllables: eat well, move more, stress less, love more. That's not a slogan. That's 40 years of science boiled down to a single breath. Einstein said all theory should be simple enough for a child to understand. William of Ockham suggested we should favor the solution that requires the fewest assumptions. This kind of elegant reduction shows up in branding too. Think about Google's homepage, just a logo and a search box, or Apple's original marketing mantra: simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. The brilliance is in the clarity. I've done the same with branding and marketing. Less complexity, more clarity. That's the simple secret I offer in my book, All About Them. It's so simple that the title tells you everything you need to know. All about them. My book isn't about being clever. It's about being clear, about helping businesses stop telling their story and start telling their audience's story. It's about shifting the spotlight from you to them. That shift makes everything simpler: your message, your marketing, your impact. Because when you know what you stand for, you don't need 500 channels to explain it. If you're planning events for 2025 or 2026 and your audience is tired of jargon, complexity, and more of the same advice, let's talk. I've got just a few speaking dates left, and I'd love to help your group cut through the noise and get to what actually matters. Simplicity isn't easy. It's not simple, but it's powerful. And in a world where there's 500 channels and nothing on, clarity is the show people are waiting for.